Okay, the trip's over. I'm back home, and we'll see how the trip bears out, if it bears any fruit or not. Well, only time will tell. One thing that I did want to add here as part of this project is these right here are just some of the medicines that I take. We were talking about the loss of insurance. When that day comes, my insurance is gone. Those two be the only ones that I'll be able to get. I've already talked to the pharmacist about it and told the pharmacist my situation. And that's on top of those is vitamin and mineral supplements, aspirin, those things, they're non-prescription. I've got a cat here that's asking for some attention. The aspirin and vitamin supplements, those are, only the money situation will determine if I can get those. But from these, and on top of that, there are probably 3 or 4 more that I take intermittently. All that'll boil down to two drugs, the two that are have the most direct bearing on what I need. So those are things that you have to, that's part of all this. I also wanted to mention that if homelessness, if that's part of what happens here, I'll post all of that. If it gets to that point, I hope it doesn't. But that's part of why I wanted to do this, was because that's all part of how things can unravel in your life. I mean, from a 50K job down to, I had the advantage of seeing it coming, but going down to nothing. And doing it off of a springboard, with no severance, no unemployment, only what I've managed to put back, seeing this coming, which isn't a lot. I've put back as much as I could, and I should have done better, but I know that I'll get through this, at least through the summer and maybe into next fall. Maybe by that time I'll have a job. I've known the last person that was in my position personally that I knew was 9 months before he found another job, and that was back in 2009 when the downturn first started. Things are much worse now. You would think with all these bogus unemployment numbers that they're spouting off with 3 to 5% unemployment rates, like the states in the Southwest bald-faced lie about that. When you have unemployment rate that low, workers are in demand. They're not told that not only are we not taking any applications, but we don't foresee taking any applications anywhere in the foreseeable future. That's what I'm hearing. So my cat's getting situated. We'll see how this plays out. And as I employ different techniques getting prepared for this, I still have about another month. And I'm saying starting now, the brakes are on the spending. Absolutely, positively, no discretionary spending. It's all going to have to be, absolute positive necessity. To have any discretionary spending, I've made up my mind that a good technique is going to be, if I want something like that, then I have to get a second job to do it. Either a second job or second projects, you could say it that way. Side jobs, things of that nature. But as far as what's coming. Right now I have, let's see, 3 more checks, 3 more paychecks. So with that facing me, there it's, it's down to the nitty gritty, and I become a free balloon on the January 22nd. So there can be no room for mistakes. It can be that also, one thing I might point out about all this is that also means things like traffic tickets. Don't go around speeding, don't run red lights, which you shouldn't do anyway. But that's money for nothing. It's the worst kind of money to waste. So don't, I try to, watch that anyway, but now my guard's got to be up even more. That's part of the self-discipline, is there can't be anything like that. This is serious. This is serious. When you find yourself in a situation like this, it's serious. And there's no room for error. So for now, I'll show the techniques as they come along. I'm sure there's going to be some stuff that don't even have in mind at the moment, but will be of some value along the way. So we'll keep you posted.